Hi, I'm Maeve, starting in child's pose. Come on down. Just notice what you did when I had you come into child's pose. I gave you no instruction there. I gave you no instruction. And if you're a regular in my classes, you know, like I use this first moment to really connect to breath and to scan body and scan mood and mind, scan your whole being. But you might not have done that, and it's totally fine because I didn't tell you to do that. But just notice what you did do. Maybe you did nothing, or maybe you thought you did nothing, but maybe you actually did something. Inhale, rise up onto your hands and your knees. And then you're going to shift your chest forward just a little bit. Pull your thumbs toward each other, spiral your pinky fingers open, and just take a little bend in the elbows. Come back up, and then shift your hips back. Do that again. Shift forward. A little bit more. Bend the elbows just a little bit. Come back up, and take it back. And we'll do that again. So just kind of warming up those muscles that will help control us into either chaturanga or from lowering plank to the floor. One more time, please. And then down dog. And let's take your feet as wide as your mat in down dog for a moment. And then without it being cat-cow, think about the movement in cat-cow. And as long as your shoulders feel okay, we're going to move a little bit into that sort of, that sensation of kind of dropping the heart through and then rounding the back. And then dropping through and coming up. Going a little bit more into shoulder extension. One more time. And then right foot comes outside of your right hand. So you got a pretty wide stance if you didn't move your back leg, your left leg. Take your left arm off to the side and then bring your right hand to your thigh and just get a nice little twist here. Beautiful. This is perfect if you like. Bend the back leg, find your foot. And then gently push the foot into the hand, engage the left glute, and get a nice little opener here. And instead of bracing through the shoulder, let the shoulder roll open. Good. You can have the pinky side of the foot, you can have the big toe side of the foot. It's going to be your call. One more inhale. Release that around. Pick up the back knee, straighten the front leg any amount, and then lift the toes up, push the heel down. Good. Plant your hands. So if you need to bend your knee to do that, plant your hands. Step your right foot back, take your left hand to the right leg. So feet are as wide as the mat or something like that. And then make a nice little twist here. And then left hand comes forward, left foot comes outside of that left hand. So like your heel can be on the mat, toes off, and then back knee down if it feels good. And this right hand can go as wide as you want. So give yourself tons of space. Push the hand down, get a nice little twist here. Start to engage the right glute, possibly pick up that right foot, and then find the foot with your left hand. And then your left shoulder rolls open as opposed to bracing forward. You can get a little back bend here, like think of Chapasana. And then release that hand around. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and then straighten the front leg as much as you can. Use blocks if necessary, and lift the toes up if it feels good. If it doesn't, don't worry, leave them down. And then really plant your hands down to step your left foot back wide. So feet are pretty much as wide as your mat still. And then right hand to your left leg. And then release your hand. And then walk your feet to your hands. Lengthen halfway with your breath in. And fold with your breath out. Rise up to stand. Inhale. And draw your hands to your heart. Exhale. Really good. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Come halfway, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Rise up, inhale. And hands to heart, exhale. Good, yes. Inhale, rise up. Exhale and bow. Inhale, halfway. Fold back down, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway, inhale. Right foot steps back, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale. Exhale, elbows go wide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Plank breath in. Exhale with control to your belly. Slide your forearms forward. Come into Sphinx. I have to clear my props out. Tops of the feet press down, forearms firmly root down. Gaze travels forward. And you're going to glide your right arm directly out to the right. You're going to keep the elbow bent. You just literally whoosh, slide it out a little. Look to the left. And then roll onto your right side. So your elbows at about shoulder's height. Maybe bend your left leg and bring your foot down to the ground. Give your right hand some pressure. Give the forearm some pressure, the elbow. Last inhale. And then exhale, release to center. Good. Come back to Sphinx in the center. So we're going to enter it the same way on the second side. And then slide your left elbow straight out to the left side. Roll on to your left side. Maybe bend the right knee and put the foot on the ground. And then give a little energy into that left arm, into the hand, into the fingers. Come back to center. Sphinx inhale. Downward facing dog exhale. Inhale, lift your heels, draw your right knee to your chest, place your right foot forward. Crescent pose, inhale. Exhale, elbows bend. Inhale, reach back up. Bring your hands top of the mat, step to the top of your mat. Come up halfway, inhale. And then fold with your exhale. Rise up, inhale. Little back bend, bow forward, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Left foot steps back. Crescent, inhale. Exhale, elbows bend out. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to the ground. Plank, inhale. To your belly, exhale. Sphinx, inhale. Left elbow out to the left, roll on to the left side. Come back to center, Sphinx, draw back in. Glide that right arm out to the right, roll to the right side. Inhale back to center, Sphinx. Downward facing dog, exhale. Enjoy a breath or two. Inhale, lift your heels, roll forward, step your left foot forward. Crescent pose, inhale. Exhale, elbows wide. Inhale, reach up. Hands down, step forward. Halfway up, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart, exhale. Beautiful. Just take a pause here. You're going to take your pinky fingers and you're going to hook them like this and just pull the fingers wide, the thumbs wide. I kind of find like I can't straighten my other fingers when I do this. It's so weird. It's like I just have this reaction of my fingers bending. I don't know if you feel the same. Good. And then you're going to switch the finger that's on top. Do the same thing. Good. And really pull the fingers apart. Beautiful. We're going to do this with your hands behind your back. So taking the hands back, hook the pinky fingers, and then pull like against the pinky fingers. So don't do anything weird with the hands. The palms face your booty, and then pull. So you get this really nice shoulder opener. Beautiful. Take a few breaths here. I'm going to ask a lot of you. Switch the pinky that's on top. What? I know. Mm-hmm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway, inhale. Right foot steps back, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Release your hands behind your hips. Yeah, we're going to do that little pinky grab. Open up, lift up. Release your hands down. Step back to plank. Breath in. To your belly, exhale. Sphinx, inhale. Right arm out to the right side, just glide it out. Open up, maybe find your left foot with your left hand. That was way harder than I expected it to be. Come back to center. Sphinx, inhale, let that be your reset. Left arm out to the side, turn your face to the right. I gotta give myself a little space here. And then maybe right hand to right foot. Think Chapasana. Come back to center. Sphinx, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, roll forward, right knee to your chest, place your right foot forward. Rise up to crescent. Bring the hands behind your hips, lace your pinkies. So not your hands, but just your pinkies. Palms face your butt. Pull open. Lift open. And then release your hands down, step forward. Halfway, inhale. And bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Little back bend. Bow forward, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Left foot steps back, crescent, inhale. Bring your hands behind your hips. So palms like you want to grab your own butt, pinkies hook. Open up. And then release your hands down. Step back plank. Lower down. Sphinx, inhale. I was about to go right into the side. Being consistent, right arm out. Open up. Anything that feels good, go for it. Come back to center. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, glide open. Inhale, open up. And then exhale, come back to center. Inhale, Sphinx. Downward facing dog with your exhale. Roll your spine forward. Left foot comes forward. Crescent. Inhale. Like you want to grab your butt. Palms to your butt. Lace the pinky fingers. Maybe switch if you haven't yet. Release your hands down. Step forward. Come halfway. Inhale. And then fold. Exhale. Rise up. Inhale. And draw your hands to your heart. Exhale. Inhale. Reaching up. Exhale. Bow forward. Inhale. Lengthen halfway. Right foot steps back. Crescent. Inhale. Lace the pinky fingers. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hands down. Step back to plank. Breath in to your belly. Exhale. Cobra. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Roll forward. Right foot forward. Crescent. Inhale. Hands behind. Lace the pinky fingers. Open. Come forward. Step forward. Halfway. Inhale. And bow. Exhale. Rise. Inhale. Little back bend if it's there. Bow forward. Exhale. Getting our shoulders nice and open and warm. Come halfway. Inhale. Left foot back. Crescent. Inhale. Hands behind. Pinkies. It's really tricky to switch for me. Open. And then release. Lower down. Cobra. Down dog. Lift the heels, roll forward, left foot steps forward. Crescent. Hands behind. Last time, lacing those pinky fingers, just the pinky fingers. Open. Yeah. Come forward. Halfway. Inhale. And then bow. Exhale. Rise. Inhale. Hands into your heart. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. So good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Soft, even breath. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, breath in. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, up dog, your back bend. Down dog. Exhale. Heels high. Inhale. Knees bend, feet to hands. Halfway, breath in. Fold. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart. One more, Surya Namaskar. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, heart forward. Chaturanga, or your path to down dog. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway. Fold. Rise. Hands to heart. Chair, inhale. Left knee lifts. Cross, maybe wrap. Right arm on top, left arm under, eagle. Half moon, Ardha Chandra. So one of the reasons I like a block here is that I don't have to worry about my balance. If you want to focus on balance, that's a different story. You can have your foot off the ground. I'm sorry, your hand off the ground and really focus on that. But we're going to move into Chapasana here. So if balance becomes an issue, maybe solidify yourself. And then once you've sort of found this beautiful back bend, if you're taking it, then you can start to work on balance in the sense of maybe your hand gets lighter. I'm going to bend the standing leg. Pull your left heel toward your sitting bone if you have the foot, so that you can release it. And then warrior two. I want a long stance in warrior two where you feel like you're awake, where you couldn't stay for more than a minute. And then right arm comes to your thigh, or maybe your hand comes to a block or onto the floor. We're coming into side angle. Left arm comes behind the back if it's okay. And then don't worry about how far your hand comes around. Instead, I want you to pull your forearm into your back. So instead of pulling the elbow away, pull the forearm into your back. You can make a fist with your left hand if you want. And then gently draw your belly back into that forearm. One more inhale. Release your hand around. Good. Three-legged dog. Take this right leg up. And then you might need to put your left knee down, but I bet you don't. I bet you don't. Just start to bend the elbows. And then lower the forearms down. Good. You're in dolphin with the right leg lifted. Take a breath in. Exhale, right knee comes in toward your chest. Both knees bend. Load up your center. Look at your hands. Push off, come up into plank, right knee into your chest. Place your right foot forward. Warrior three, take off. And then chair, inhale. Really nice. Really nice. Good. Right knee lifts up. Cross, maybe wrap. And then right arm under, left arm on top. Notice your breath. Notice your gaze. I'm going to unravel into half moon. So maybe a block under the left hand. Beautiful. Chapasana if it feels good. So you can take the pinky side of your foot, or you can turn your palm to the sky and take the big toe side, which I really like because then I get this really beautiful shoulder opener, this external rotation in the shoulder. And then push the foot away. Engage the right glute. Pull your heel toward your hip, and then release the foot. Bend your standing leg. Right leg comes back, warrior two, and give yourself a nice long stance. Yes, so good, where you're really awake, and you have the opportunity to sink down here. Couple more breaths. Play your edge a little bit here. And then draw forward. Hand floor block or arm on thigh. Reach that right arm up. Good. And then if you want, bring it behind the back. So instead of pulling the elbow back, push the forearm into your low back or wherever on your body it comes, depending on the length of your arms. And then gently draw the belly back into that arm. And so that arm, that forearm is pushing against your body, like you want to create a seal. Inhale, reach back up. And then exhale, bring your hand down. Good. Take that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And then just see if you can bend the elbows and lower the forearms down. One more inhale. And then exhale, pull the left knee and bend both of your knees. Look toward your hands. Lift up, step your left foot forward. And then all the way up, warrior three. I have a possessed television that just turns on randomly during the day when I'm here, only when I'm teaching. No idea why. No idea why. And chair with an inhale. Forward fold with your exhale. Inhale halfway. Make your way to downward facing dog, however you want to get there. From down dog, right leg extends back. Open your hips toward the right if it feels good. Lift the right leg a little higher and then bend the right knee. Consider sliding this left forearm back and placing it on the ground. And try to pull the right foot toward your right hip. Inhale, lift back up, arm and leg. Exhale, place your foot forward. You're gonna root the back heel, block on the outside of the right leg if you're using it. Trikonasana, triangle. Left arm reaches up, arm comes behind the back. Now, seal the arm against the back as best you can. Inhale, reach the arm back up. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Pivot over onto the pinky side of your left foot. Vashisthasana, any shape. Nice, come through center. Chaturanga or your path to down dog. Inhale, left leg back. If it's good, open the hips toward the left. Lift the leg a little higher and then bend the knee. Consider coming onto this right forearm. You're here for a few breaths. Work the foot toward the hips. Lift the knee a little higher. Then with an inhale, extend back up. And then left foot comes forward. Root the back heel. Triangle. Good. Take this right arm behind your back. Try to get the arm against the back. So when we do that, you might not open up quite as much as like if the elbow is back here. But do try to get that arm against your back. And give a little pressure. Breathe into the arm. Claim the ground with your feet. Imprint them. Push down. Inhale, reach back up. And then exhale. Bring that right hand down. Pivot all the way to the pinky side of that right foot. And then Vashisthasana. Any shape, version, form of it. And then your version of Chaturanga Vinyasa, which could include no version of it. Just skip it if you don't need it. Check in with your breath. Inhale, right leg back. If it feels good, open up the hips. Start to bend that right knee. Come high into your left toes and then get light in your right hand. Just start to come onto the right fingertips. And then just see if you can come to the pinky side of the left foot. I'm hitting the wall, literally. And without touching the floor, maybe this right hand comes up. And then inhale, take it up and back. And then right foot steps forward. And take your left arm outside your right thigh. Good, right arm up. Yeah, right arm is gonna come behind your back. Yes, it is. And then you're gonna try to push the arm into your back. You're gonna gently use this left arm to get a little bit more rotation. But the breath is gonna guide you. Your center's guiding you. Beautiful. One more inhale. Release your hands around with care. Straighten the front leg. Push your hands down, slide your front foot back a little bit, and then take your hands forward, standing splits. Stay here or rock forward for handstands. I say handstands because I'm not holding it. I'm just kind of rocking and finding that movement that might take me up at some point in time. And then chair, top of the mat. Left arm outside your right thigh. Yes, left arm outside your right thigh. Right hand to the sky. And then right arm comes behind your back. You just did this in your lunge. Then try to press the arm into the back. Really nice. 2 more breaths. And then unravel it. Sink down. Navasana. Good. Extend your right leg. Bring your left foot by your right sitting bone. And then you're going to take your right foot. I know, I'm terrible. Your left foot is by your right sitting bone. That was correct. You're going to take your right foot. You're going to bring it as high up onto your left thigh toward the hip crease as you can. I'm just going to turn on an angle so you can see that. Like that. And this foot doesn't have to be all the way back to the sitting bone. It'll start to find out like kind of where it needs to be. And sit tall. And then left hand to your right knee. Right arm comes behind your back. Yeah. Press your forearm into your back. Maybe find your right foot with your right hand. And just keep pressing that forearm gently into your back. Breathe into it. Let it kind of guide and lift you. So use it to like lift yourself up. One more inhale. Unravel. Sweep the arms up. Bend the elbows. Tip back. And then Navasana. Cross your shins, downward facing dog. Chaturanga if you'd like it. If not, just take it back. Enjoy a breath and down dog. Reset. And then inhale. Left leg is back. Consider taking your hands a little wider. I should have said that sooner. I just did that on my own. So consider hands wider in this down dog. And then opening the hips to the left if it feels good. Bending the knee. We're going to go slow here. Start to get light in the left hand. Pick up your right heel and then put the pinky side of the right foot down on the ground. And then just see if you can float this left arm up. And then back around. And left knee forward to the top of your mat. Right arm outside your left thigh. Give yourself a wide enough stance that you feel really stable here. And then left arm behind the back, forearm into the back. So instead of winging the elbow out away from the body, bring it in close. Using the arms to create an extension of the spine. Length. I just want to make peace, y'all. I just want to stay free. Let's bring it back. 2020 AD. Look, I just want to make love, y'all. I just want to make peace, y'all. I just want to stay free. Last inhale. And then unravel. Kind to that shoulder. Lift it up. The hand. Come around, straighten both legs any amount. Push the ground down, slide that left foot back further. Right leg lifts up, standing splits, or just start that rocking, that shift, that physics that would take you possibly at some point into a handstand. And then chair, top of the mat. And then right arm outside your left thigh, left arm behind the back.
Into creation, into the universe, into the cosmos. Gratitude raises your vibration. Gratitude for what you have brings even greater things into manifestation. Everything deserves gratitude. Everything.
Reach that left arm back up. Come around. And then sit down, Navasana. And then right foot's going to come toward your left sitting bone. And we bring that left foot as high up on that right thigh as you can. Good. And then right hand is going to come to your left knee. Left arm behind the back. And press the forearm into the back. And then maybe the hand reaches and you find the foot. So binds aren't just about getting to that other piece of your body, like getting your hand to your foot or getting your hand to your wrist. The idea is that they create an energy that gives you more extension. Otherwise, they're like, it's not the intention behind why we're doing it. It's not just like, oh yeah, I got my hand to my foot, but you're all like a troll under a bridge, all crunched up and like suffering the whole time. So don't worry about getting your hand there. If it gets there, you're using the arm into the back to lift. I've not been able to articulate that well over the years. And studying with my teacher yesterday, he said something about, like, it was more with like a full wrap, but it was like the squeezing in to lift up and like a tube of toothpaste. And I was like, oh, there it is. Like, it's that. It's like you're squeezing up to bring that energy up. Last inhale. Your exhale, gently, with control, unravel. And then Navasana. And then cross at your shins. Make your way to downward facing dog. However you want, chaturanga or otherwise. Knees come down. Hands to your heart, engage your glutes. Lift your heart up. No hands, Ustrasana, no hands. Use your feet. Beautiful. Glutes strong. Contain belly button to pubic bone. Inhale, rise up. And you can either just sit back on your heels, child's pose, or forearms are going to come down. Oh, and so I said at the beginning, if you want to use like a mini band or a strap here, we're going to come into dolphin. And I kind of like the mini band because it has some give, and so you're not just forcing something, but it's the idea of kind of getting that pressure there. And then dolphin. And possibly one leg up. Maybe toying with your balance the same way we did in standing splits. And then knees down. Band off, strap off if you used it. And then hands to the hips, rise up, Ustrasana, hands here. Use your feet, use your low belly, use your butt. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink back. Same things apply. If you want to work on inversions for Pincha Mayurasana, if you want to use this strap or a band, you also can just be in dolphin. You don't have to take it up ever. Some days this pose is so easy for me, and other days it's like I've never seen it in my life. I swear to God. Yes, yes, beautiful. Come back down. We have one more camel pose. The first two options, hands at heart, hands at hips, are beautiful. If you feel good, you can enter from the bottom. If not, you can go from the top and bring your hands back toward your heels. So if you feel good here, you can take the hands to your heels and open up. But if that doesn't feel good, you can find it from here. You also don't have to take this version. Think of Chapasana. So that sort of pushing away with the feet and the push away with the heart, the opening, the broadening of the shoulders. Rise up. Your in between, child's pose, sit here, pincha or dolphin. You can move to a wall if you want. And then everyone, child's pose. If you're enjoying an inversion and you've got like, you're up, go for it. Stay where you are. If you're not, come down, child's pose. Nice. Come up, wide leg forward fold. Nice work. If you're forward, rise up. And then draw your left foot in. I'm not mirroring you. I don't think I can pull it off today. Bring your left foot in. And just like that, the TV turned off. Pull your right heel in a little bit so your knee's bent. Good. Reach down. Pick up the foot. Good. You've got like this kind of like heel hold here. Left arm. Pinky side of the foot. Pull your shoulder back more. Consider opening this up. And then stay there if you like, or come out. Try to get the shoulder really under. Put your hands down. Take your left foot in front. Wrap your feet. Gonna come off to the side and squeeze the legs. Pull the heart forward. Come back around. Sit on down. Left leg out, right foot comes in. And then drag the heel in just a little bit. So knees bent. Reach down. You're going to get that heel. And you're going to pull it back. You're going to reach across. And see if you can get your shoulder inside. Everything's optional. You know that, right? Stay or play. Shoulder in. Hands about shoulders distance. Your right foot comes in front. Hook the feet. Think it's not the same position as eagle, but think about the strength that you have, that squeezing of the legs in eagle. And then come around. And then come back. And Baddha Konasana. Really good work. Rise up. Paschimottanasana if it feels good. If it doesn't, maybe plow or something else. You're smart. Pick something. So there's a point where your spine's not going to come any further forward. At that point, like when the hinge of the hips has just said, that's all I got nothing left for you, let your head soften. At that point, allow the back to soften. Doesn't mean that you're not still energetically stretching your heart forward, but allow the equal amount of stretching forward from the heart to be matched by the release of the spine forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. We're going to finish seated in a meditation. If you prefer, lie down for Shavasana. You pick. And it's going to be brief, but if you want to stay for as long as you want, you can actually just shut me off now if you want so that you can stay and enjoy. All right, eyes soften. Wherever you are, whatever you've chosen to finish, however you've chosen to finish your practice, whatever position you have chosen. Feel the ground under you and the contact points of your body into the ground. Notice your thoughts and just allow them to kind of slide by. Feel the ease of your breath. Draw your hands to your heart. Feel the effects of your practice. Honor yourself for showing up. Breathe in together. Bow your mind to your heart. Your inhale draws you back up, eyes open gently. Thank you so much for your practice. Thanks, you guys.